Okay, I wish I could tell you it was the next day, but it is not. I, why does that look like that? Oh, okay, I see. Um, I got the cap head screws off of this. I got this pulled out, and I can pull it out a little more. But then I realized that I need to undo all this. So this is all released. It's only being held on by the apron. So I've got the top screws out of the apron. So the only thing holding that on there now is the whatever sealant I used to seal the oil, to make it leak proof. So, go ahead and get the compound off. I might just leave the compound on there. I got about 8 cap head screws back here in the back to release the back of the apron or carriage. So I need to remove the carriage. So I need to get these cap head screws. I need to release the carriage lock. I already got all these top screws out. I don't think it's worth taking the compound off. It's not that much more weight. I can take it off with the carriage. Hold on, let me see if I can expose these gears a little bit up here. Yeah, I think if you stop and I think if you stop and give yourself time to wrap your mind around what you've done already. But Jesus, I'm taking the damn thing apart. I can't believe this. And there's going to be a lot of cleaning, on reassembly. And who's to say there won't be painting involved? I don't think so. I think I'll just get it clean. That's enough work. I'm not a painter. Yeah, well, it never ends. We're going to do this one differently. I'm going to take some breaks in between. I was done on the rear end there, so that's it. I sat down at the computer here and, thought about, edited the latest video and come to realize that I need to increase the lighting on those gear, things I could have done better, and then I said, well, I'll just give those cap head screws just a turn and just see if I can get them loose, and then on and on, and why isn't this happening? Oh yeah. So now the cap head screws on the other side of the carriage are shouting at me. But yeah, I think I'm going to say, within a day or two, I will have the gearbox, the apron, and be on my way to getting the headstock off of this thing. I can hardly believe it. But I better come around because shit's happening. Alright, that's just an update. Oh man. Okay. My glasses are probably a wreck. Is this my top for glasses? It is now. Yeah, I got problems. Yeah. Probably the greatest problem of all. My glasses are a wreck. The greatest problem at all is I will probably sleep out here in this chair. That's trouble, brother. That's trouble brewing. I've getting ready to upload. Well, I just uploaded a video preparation to take the headstock off or something like that. Well, here's a second video, a follow-up. And we have removed a bunch of stuff off the top of the lathe here. There's a bunch of parts down there. Carriage is in the back room. There's my apron. It is hanging by this little steel pin on this end, and whatever gear engagement still exists at this end. Now, trust me, if I could figure out a way to let that down gently, it would already be down. I'm actually thinking maybe 2 milk cartons, 2 milk crates on top of each other might be about the right height to let that thing down. But that thing is getting ready to come down. Dials facing the ground. But it's really a 2-man operation. I gotta pull, this axle's gotta pull out of this plate. These gears have to pull out at wherever they live at, down inside this gearbox. And then I've got 3 of the bolts located to release this. And I believe I won't have any trouble with this axle. I believe I'll be able to pull this away from that rectangle piece with the gears on it, with the teeth on it. Here's of course where we started. I still need to get this clutch lever detached. I've been trying to find the other side of this pin, and I ended up doing some heavy sanding, and it's where I thought it was. It's just I don't have a big enough arm to make it come out. Here's a cap head screw we'll be visiting soon, pulling that headstock out. The electrics box is just hanging on the conduit, so the gearbox will just pull out, over and out. The clutch lever is already released and the linkage removed. I believe I believe I could probably pull this electric box off here And I could probably start dealing with the headstock, because there's nothing other than right here is the only place that that headstock is connected mechanically. And that doesn't matter either. That'll come right, that'll flip right out of there. That doesn't need to come out. Yeah, I think I could pull that headstock. There's one cap head screw there. There's two big nuts down here. There's two big nuts down here. So that's 4, that's 5. And here's something back here. There's a cap head screw back here. So there's 4 nuts and 2 cap head screws. And I got my eyes on all of them. And that baby is about free. The clutch handle will come with it. The gear selectors will stay with it. All I really have to do is remove this electrical box. You see what I'm doing? I'm talking myself into more work that I can do now right by myself. I'm going to have to get a cherry picker, because I don't have any friends. That could come over and help me do this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay, I want you to see if you can focus in on this chair. Okay. Now this is a both sight and sound thing. Listen. Watch. Is that string cheese? Holy shit. I'm killing these dogs. This is my wife's fave, and she is visibly heavier than the one that is supposedly my fave. I get a couple pieces, she gets one piece. My piece is a little bigger. Okay. That's all we got. Well, I'm lying. I got more cheese here. I have a very addictive personality. I've had trouble with just about every stimulant, chemical, alcohol, drugs. And machining. Now, that I'm retired, I don't care for any of that stuff. Now, for the last 20 years, I have complied with the Department of Transportation's medical exams for truck driver. So, I don't drink. But there's a way around everything. Okay, guys. Probably too much information. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 minutes till and 4 seconds. And I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop sleeping in the shop too. My wife doesn't tolerate this. She's cat sitting. She cat sits 5 days on, 2 days off. She's been doing that since the beginning of December, roughly. Ooh, it sucks.